Today I'm going to talk about sleep problems in children and why sleep is important in children and how sleep plays a major important role in development of a child. And what is that we have to do in order to ensure that the child sleeps well. First of all, why sleep is really important in a child. As you could see, a newborn baby or an infant usually is always expected to sleep longer period of time. And as the age grows, the duration of sleep automatically goes down. So why is sleep so important and so much of impetus is given for sleep? The important aspect is majority of the growth in children, in fact almost all of the growth in children happens during sleep. Let us start with brain development. Where research has clearly found out that babies whose sleep is adequate have very good brain development. Not only that, their IQ, their memory, their cognition is much better if the baby sleep better. And if the baby's sleep is disturbed, the baby is not sleeping on a regular period, the brain development also takes a hit. Ultimately, it also affects their memory and long-term IQ and long-term intelligence as well. So baby sleep is very important for brain. And next to that is alert. Babies who are usually alert, vigilant, and babies who are very active during day are those babies who actually sleep very well. So that's the reason why sleep is very important at that. Next important is the bone growth. Maximum height happens during night. The bone growth happens during. If the baby is not sleeping well, the bone growth doesn't happen because bone is indirectly dependent on a lot of minerals and hormones for its growth. And if the sleep is disturbed, these hormones and minerals are not produced, which in turn retards the bone growth. And research has clearly found out, and a lot of studies have clearly found out, that the maximum potential of a child is not reached if the sleep is disturbed right from big. That's the reason why sleep is very important as far as height is concerned, height or weight is concerned. Next important aspect as far as the sleep is concerned is the hormones. All these hormones, whatever which is utilized by the baby, especially for the growing baby, a lot of hormonal changes happens in a child. If a child is not sleeping well or has disturbed sleep and awake most of the night, and the day and night are disturbed, there is a lot of hormone imbalance happens in these children, and a lot of stress which happens, and a lot of cortisol which is released, which itself results in a lot of inflammation in the body. This itself causes a lot of autoimmune diseases in the children. Not only that, these children's immunity also gets disturbed. When immunity gets disturbed, these children who have sleep problems will have more of diseases. So their ability to fight the disease also goes down. That's the reason why the sleep is quite important as far as children is concerned. And the last aspect is the obesity and short stature in a child. Research has found out the children who don't have adequate sleep end up having more obesity. The reason behind is because of hormonal imbalance. What happens is a lot of cortisol which is released in the body, which itself results in accumulation of cholesterol and fatty conversion of food. These children tend to eat irregularly and they don't have control over their hunger, who don't have proper sleep. That's the reason why for all these factors, sleep becomes very important as far as child's growth is concerned. So let us all ensure that the child sleeps well and sleeps adequately for correct period of time in order to ensure adequate growth for the child. So what is the duration which is expected based on the age of the child? If you look at it, any child below 0 to 6 months, it's expected for the baby to sleep up to 18 hours in a day. And babies between 6 months to 1 year, it is expected to sleep at least a minimum of 16 to 18 hours a day. And babies who are 1 to 2 years, it is expected to sleep minimum of 14 hours a day. And babies who are between 2 to 3 years, it is expected between 12 to 13 hours a day. And babies who are between 3 and 5 years, it is expected to sleep at least for 10 to 12 hours in a day. And babies who have crossed 5 up to 10 years, it is expected that these babies sleep at least for 9 to 10 hours in a day. And babies who cross between 12 to 18 years of age, it is expected that they sleep at least for a minimum of 8 to 9 hours in a day for adequate growth, for adequate development, to become smarter children and to become more alert and to become physically and mentally strong. Thank you.